Welcome back, guys. So today I'm going to be making a fish broth. Now I put a poll up on Twitter to find out what I should make. I put either chicken soup or a fish broth, and fish broth was selected, so I will be making one today. Now fish broth is usually something, or broth in general is usually something that you buy on a weekend in Dominica, on a Friday or a Saturday. Those days are usually reserved for one pot, like a one pot jot type of thing. So you can buy a pilau, as I did the other day. You can have a chicken soup, you have a smoked meats, you have a goat water, whatever it may be. Weekends are one pot, Friday and Saturday. So for this recipe, you're going to need some fish, whatever type of fish that you prefer. Now I would personally prefer to have red fish, but I didn't get red fish where I live, so I have to settle for the blue fish. So I have 2 pounds of blue fish right here. I'm gonna have some fish seasoning, some all-purpose seasoning. I'm gonna put about a teaspoon. I have 3 green bananas right here, otherwise known as green fig back home. I have a yellow yam, 1 small onion, and 4 cloves of garlic. I have a heaping tablespoon of my green seasoning that I make right here. I have 2 seasoning peppers, otherwise known as pimento peppers. I have 1 teaspoon of salt and 1 teaspoon of black pepper. I have 2 carrots, 2 large carrots back here, and it's in water, because water with vinegar, because as you know, fruits and vegetables, they oxidize once you peel them. And back here I have my green seasoning, which is parsley, chives, otherwise known as scallions or green onions, and my thyme. And back here I have my dough for my dumpling, my dombwe. Yes, so let's get started. First we're gonna start by seasoning up the fish. I like to squeeze my lemon juice in there. Once I've done my lemon, I'm gonna add my green seasoning. I'm gonna get a pinch of the black pepper and salt. Just start to rub that in. Now be careful if your fish has bone. Be careful when rubbing it in. Then I'm gonna add a little bit from this, the fish seasoning from Maggi. Just about 1/4 teaspoon. And about 1/4 teaspoon of the all-purpose seasoning as well. I'm gonna set this aside, because as the fish is delicate, you usually add it in last. Let's get to it. So I just added about 1 tablespoon to 2 tablespoons of oil, because I'm going to saute up my seasoning. So I'm going to add my onion and garlic. Okay, so it's been about 2 minutes. So now I'm going to add my seasoning pepper. And some of my green seasoning, because I'm going to use the rest as garnishing towards the end, so I'm not putting in all. So now I'm going to add the carrots. Now back home we used to add cabbage in there as well. Cut your cabbage up small and you would add it. The cabbage, Christophine. Now to this I'm gonna add some of that salt and pepper. and continue to saute. Now this may not be your traditional way of doing it, but this way works for me because I feel like I get more of the seasonings to be absorbed in the broth better when I do it that way rather than just putting the seasoning in boiling water. So to this I'm going to add the yam. And no, I'm not frying the yam, I'm just sauteing it. Okay, now I'm going to be peeling my green bananas. Should be added to my pot. Now you cut the top and you cut the bottom. Now green bananas tend to stain, so you add some oil. This is what I did. Oh, let me take these out. Yeah, better. Okay, so I'm gonna add my water. Start adding some water. About 2 cups. I'm gonna add some more. And I'm gonna go in with the rest of my salt and pepper. So at this point, I'm gonna add 1 scotch bonnet pepper. Just placing it in the middle. And for the fish flavor, I'm gonna add the tail of the fish. So I'm just adding the tail of the fish in for now, just so we can get that fish flavor. Let's add that 1 piece. Now some people put the head in. I didn't have the head. So I just put the tail. You just put a part that you really don't care if it mashes up or not, but just need to add that fish flavor. And I have my scotch bonnet in here. Also at this point you can taste for salt. See if you need to add some more. Okay, so I'm gonna allow this to boil up for another 5 to 10 minutes. Then I'm gonna add my dumpling and last my fish. Okay, so now I'm gonna be doing the dumpling. Okay, so I added the dumplings. I did the long ones like this, and I did the small droppers as well. Okay, let it boil for about 3 minutes. Then I'm gonna add my fish and the garnishing. Just add that right in. Leaving it in from about 5 minutes. Okay, so I'm just gonna add the last bit of green seasoning. Sprigs of thyme. Okay, and there you have it, guys. The fish broth is all done. Yep. Thanks for watching.